For day 6 of the Louis Vuitton regatta off Nice in France, the yachts had to dock out early because of shipping movements in the port. At that time of day all was cool and calm, but outside the port a good breeze was building from the land. For race 1, a brisk northerly saw Britain's Team Origin and Artemis from Sweden powered up in the start box, where the decisive action took place. On the right, Terry Hutchinson at the helm of Artemis controlled the start, leaving Ben Ainsley on Origin with few options. Artemis wanted the right-hand side of the course and got it. And by the first cross, the Swedish team had built a good buffer, which, on these short racecourses, Origin could not breach, Hutchinson ending Ainsley's unbeaten run. Team New Zealand against BMW Oracle Racing was a similar encounter, this time with a split-tack start. The Kiwis had decided halfway through the pre-start to go for the left, and by the first cross, their decision was proved right. Gavin Brady, driving BMW Oracle Racing, managed to keep it close, and at the first mark it was still game on. But Brady's long-time Kiwi rival Dean Barker engaged in a subtle attack on the American team with a couple of dummy jibes. Brady bought one, and after the ensuing split, Emirates Team New Zealand took off to remain unbeaten with 6 straight wins. Russia versus France in race 3 saw the Synergy team bow to bow with TFS Pajun, and the French were in trouble. Bertrand Passet trapped out to the left by Karol Jablonski as the Russians kept finding wind outright to sail higher and faster. By the first mark, Synergy had a huge lead as they turned for the run. The clock had ticked well past the minute mark before the French boat turned, the despairing shake of the bowman's head saying it all. Game over for TFS Pajun. Jablonski held all the cards and sailed off to win by a massive margin. By contrast, Azzurra's encounter with All for One was anything but a procession. At the first cross, the Italians were showing their stern flag to All for One, Francesco Bruni looking comfortably in charge. Not for long. By the first mark, Sebastian Coll was steering All for One around the buoy ahead of the Italians. Downwind it was all change again. Coll led down the right-hand side of the course, Azzurra went to the left, and All for One opted not to cover and paid the price. At Mark 2, the Italians were in front again. This time they would not be caught.